moving on to Njugush. Yo, we all saw the video. We all saw the pictures that were swarming all over social media. Thousands upon thousands of Kenya swelling up. It looked like bees. It was
over
crazy.
7,000.
7,000 people and above showed up for an allotment for only how many people? 350 people. The NYS was trying to get people to come on board, and they only needed 350 slots to fill, but now 7,000 people show up. And what does that tell you? That tells you a lot of people are out here looking for jobs.
And those are just NYS graduates.
Yep. Imagine the Form 4 leaver. Imagine the Class 8 leaver. Imagine the one who didn't even have the ability to go to school. So Njugush was actually very keen on talking about this. And in his words, I think his words summarized it best. He said, ticking time bomb. These are ex-NYS youth, not the whole country, not all university graduates, not Form 4 leavers, not Class 8 leavers. No one is speaking about unemployment, especially for the youth. And when they do, wanasema, self-employ yourself, then unatandikwa na taxes vizuri. Also, businesses running in this country need a magician. Well, but still, wait until almost the elections. All of a sudden, vijana watawaangalia. Hii kwanza, let's forget kabisa, shida iko wapi. Is it how we vote, who we vote for, or do we actually vote, or should we know our goose is cooked and create our own systems and structures, or tuchimbe kisima tuingie wenyewe? Ebu tuongee kidogo. And honestly, it is a sad reality. People do not have jobs, and even those people who have jobs are barely scratching the surface when it comes to taking care of their needs. These days, you have to have a hustle, a main hustle, a side hustle, and an additional hustle. Like if you don't have 3 jobs, even now I panic, because if you think about the fact that, is my first job giving me enough money or sustenance? If I had to be on my own, how would I manage? How am I paying rent, right? How am I buying my own food and all of these things? And I have a job already. So I'm imagining someone who actually doesn't have a job and they're always hustling. And I know we glorify hustling. That's my problem. We glorify hustling too much. Hustling is not fun. Nobody wants to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning to lug a whole bale to go and try and stand outside in the sun to sell whatever it is. Vegetables, clothes, whatever. Nobody chooses that for themselves. If we all could have it, we would get employment and actually get decent jobs. We've graduated, we've gone to school, we have talents, but we all need to find that hustle nowadays because it's tough. Yeah, it's not just mafuta. We quickly have forgotten unga is still on an all-time high. I don't even cook ugali in my house because, my God, unga ya ugali is expensive. Mafuta, my God. I look at the prices of cooking oil when I go to the supermarket and I panic. Every time I walk into a supermarket, today I can walk out with 3 bags. The next week, I'm walking out with 2 with the same amount of money spent. What am I trying to say? It's tough out here, and we all know it's tough. So what can we do to make our lives better? Hustling is great, but do we need to be smarter about how we hustle as well? That's the same problem we have. Remember when we had the quail incident? People had quail zinauzwa na zinahitajika everywhere. Everybody decided to do quail eggs. What happened? The market dipped.
As a daughter of a quail farmer, it is true.
Every time we hear of this new hustle that's new and popping, we are all rushing there. Now that market's saturated, and then we all dip. Everyone wants to be an influencer now. Why? Because there's money in influencing. But is everyone making money from influencing? Absolutely not. So what can we do? What do we do? I need solutions as well, just as much as you do. And honestly, this is a conversation we do need to start having.
You know, we're always quick to blame the government, you know, government. But the truth is the system has failed. The system is no longer serving the people. The system is serving the people in the system, you know. Because how do you have the elected leaders, the people who are supposed to represent the people, being paid upwards of millions, and they're always going to parliament to figure out how to make more millions and how to to tax people more, how to increase money in their pockets. It does not really make sense for you. The MCA, I'll give an example, the MCA from where I grew up, he did Lami, or rather he paved the road up until outside his house. Tokens, tokens for 500, that's just 2 days max. 500 shillings, and you compute that, and at the end of the month you're paying almost 10,000 more means of getting electricity. Things are so tough. You're always waking up in a panic. If you're over 25, huwezi lala, huwezi oversleep. You just your I do my monthly food shopping. Every day, your kiondo is coming back less and less and less for the same amount of money. It is so impossible to just have the lifestyle you had 3 or 5 or 4 years ago. It's impossible. You really can't compare the two.
Yeah.
Saizi, I go to buy something, I'm like, why? What's the reason? It really does not make sense. And actually somebody was making fun of us about the fact that we really bargain and haggle for things. And like, wasichana warembo kama nyinyi kwa nini mna bargain? Si nyinyi mko na pesa. What do you mean? Just because I shower and I dress nice and I have an interesting skin color, you want to say I can't bargain for things? We are all broke. And then you see somebody with a very expensive car, you're like, wow. There's such a disparity going on. There are people who are living large right now, people who can really manipulate the system. And then there are those of us who are just like, wow, it's the ghetto. Every day you can't afford the bread. Do you know the price of bread? It is ghetto. As in, how can you not afford the bread every day? You really can't. It's not sustainable to buy bread every day. So now you have to, you mix it up. Leo tunakunywa black coffee. We're on a weight loss journey. Kesho, skari, ukipitisha two cups. You're doing too much, okay? Just go to Kathomi's house and drink as much sugar. As in, it's just a lot. It's just too much going on.
Yeah.
We need to have a discussion. We don't know how to fix it. So who is going to fix it?
I don't know. But we need to find ways to mitigate this because it is the problem.